October 25. ASDA. £15.82. It said it was £22. George Home Fast Boil Matte Black Scandi Glass Kettle. Fans know that I bought the cheap ASDA kettle. This is their cheapest one. It looks like Essentials, but they don't call it Essentials. But there was too many annoyances, like the way it goes on here. That's got to be around the front. It doesn't move around. This one moves around like that. There was too many annoyances, so especially lifting this up. But yeah, so I just got this one. I saw it at £15.82, so I just got that. All the annoyances and anxieties have gone with this one. The only thing that I worry about is the lid falling off when I'm doing that, but I've been shaking it a bit to try and remove the lid and it's not happened. Here I'll do a shaking test to see if I can get the lid to fall off. It seems pretty secure. I mean, it does give me anxiety though, you know, especially when you're doing boiling water, but it seems pretty secure and I like this, how it goes on there. It's fast boil, which means it's 3 kilowatts power rather than 2 kilowatts, which a normal kettle is. And I just noticed it's got boil dry protection, so that's good because I did worry about that because most of the time I'll be putting hardly any water in it. And it's got a 1 cup fill, so you just boil what you need. Yeah. It's got 1.7 litre capacity, that's pretty normal, that's about 5 cups. It's got 3 kilowatts of power. A normal kettle is like 2 kilowatts. The ones at 3 kilowatts are called fast boil, and in theory that should mean that you're a third quicker at a time, or is it a half quicker? I think it means a third quicker. So they're calling it fast boil these. You've got a 1 cup minimum and you've got a 2-year warranty with it. It's got one of those connectors that really, I think all kettles should be now, like you just put it down in the middle like that and I can swing it around 360, so that's fantastic. Yeah. This is ASDA's cheapest one. It was £8 for me, but I think it's £9 now. But there was just so many annoyances with it. I mean, it's fine for cooking, boiling water, but there's so many annoyances that for just a few pounds more. I mean, there was one at £10, I think, by Scoville, which probably has this sort of connector. That's one of my annoyances. So I think it's worth just spending a few bits more because this might last me 20, 30 years, you know. This one, the connector's one of the old-fashioned type. You've got to get the 3 slots right, so it's a bit awkward. This one, you know, it's just the one piece in there. It's still slightly awkward, but nowhere near as bad. I've used kettles before that are even easier than that to put on. Yeah. This lid's really hard to open, and I can only open it there, and I've got to pour in that way. Whereas with this one, I can take the whole thing off. So there's no problem there at all. That was another annoyance for this one. This one, the element shows, so I feel I have to cover that completely. Whereas this one, you can't see the element. I mean, in a way, that may be just a visual thing, but because you've still got to put in the minimum, or so to say. But this has got boil protection anyway. So for like £2 more, I'm not meaning this one, I'm just meaning any. I would want this type where you put it on there, and also I'd want a lid that comes fully off, or at least comes right back so that you can definitely see. You pour really easily into it. It's got little groove things in the lids, so this is probably what sort of keeps it on, you know, because it does come off pretty easily, but it doesn't seem to when I shake it about yet so far. It said it was reduced from £22 to £15.82. I don't know if that means that the one with stock them anymore. This one was made in April 25 apparently. The LED's nice, but I always feel that it'd be nice if you could switch the LEDs off, you know, because there might be some time where you want to boil a kettle discreetly. I don't know. It's a nice handle, but it's a bit heavy, you know. I would say for an old lady this is too heavy, really, even just for one cup. So I wish kettles, you could get them in two sizes, you know, small size, say around about 2 cup size or 3 cup. So that would be like a 1 litre or something, you know, they would be really thin and high, you know, in the same sort of style. You know, that's what I wish anyway, because these big size kettles are just too big in my opinion, you know. It's got a filter there, with the thingy. They all seem to have filters now, but yeah, but it's really nice anyway. But like I say, for an old lady, I think it's a bit too heavy. So there we go, guys, there we go. Some artistic shots. Oh, that's going pretty high, isn't it? This is a first impression, but I find it quite cumbersome to lift. Yeah, so it's really visually stylish, and it's really nice that the element's totally covered, you know, because it feels like you're not wasting anything. It says it's got boil dry protection, so I guess if there's not enough water in there, or there's none, it just doesn't go or something, so that's pretty good. And I think these are pretty useful, what it's telling you here, the info. It's 1.7 litres maximum, that seems to be the normal, and it tells you on both sides. Nice wooden touches. I would have preferred plastic myself, but it doesn't really matter, really. The cable's very short, about 50 centimetres I would say. Well, that seems to be the norm nowadays. And you could shorten it more by wrapping it around here before letting it go out there. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this type of connector, the variations of it, to get away from that old 3-pin type. This bit looks a bit fragile, but it probably isn't, you know, so yeah. Being able to move a kettle right round like that is important to me. In fact, it's essential. Kettles seem to have filters here nowadays. I feel that the spout, I need to tip quite a lot over, or it feels like to me, compared to that other one that I showed you. It feels like I need to pour a lot further. So I'm not so happy about that, you know, but, well, the lid doesn't seem to fall off yet. Okay guys, that's it. First impressions, I'll give it a definitely thingy. I would say about 8.5 out of 10. And I'll just show you me boiling 5 cups worth, well 1.7 litres. Well, I'll go to a maximum, so 1.7 litres to show you how long it takes with this fast boil. So I'm going up to 1.7 litres, which is more than 5 cups. I'm at the max. Really, I don't even need to pressure that, just no pressure. How long to boil 1.7 litres in this 3 kilowatt thing? That's 1 minute. Remember, a normal kettle is about 2 kilowatts, so this is maybe a third faster, basically. For 1 cup, I really don't think it makes any difference, you know, but for 5 cups, maybe total 2 minutes, I don't know. It's two minutes really. I like glass. I like to see. I know they all give you a gauge now that you can see through. I prefer the whole thing to be glass. Minutes. I'll just do that for just now. Thumbnail. It's kind of wild on there. That was about 3.5 minutes. I said 3 minutes 35 seconds for 1.7 litres. Yeah, weight wise it's not very granny friendly this, it's pretty heavy, and let the pour begin. Pours nicely, you know, with 1 cup, it's hard to. Here I'm down to 1 cup level, and I'm just showing you the angle. Well, the lid seems to stay on, so far. So there you go guys, there's nothing wrong with the cheap kettle at £8 or £9 or whatever it is, and I prefer this handle, you know, compared to that one, but because of the annoyances on this one, I would say for a few pounds more, you know, you're talking a Big Mac or something, for the price of a Big Mac or something. Well, I don't know, is a Big Mac £6? Probably not, but you're getting rid of all the annoyances basically. But yeah, I suppose this one feels lighter, I suppose. Ideally I would probably be a plastic one, but with this sort of thing style, with a bit of glass there, or whatever that is, and only for 3 cups, so maybe narrower, but a bit tall. But as long as you can do that sort of thing, you know, this, you know. Alright guys, that's all over. I'm rambling now. Bye bye.